Hi Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing a bit of a whatever wants to come out type of reading, but we have had some really interesting messages so far. So I will also be looking at a bit of, love as well as whatever's going on. All right. So I will let everyone know that if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading. We're only about 4 subscribers away from being able to draw that, guys. So please like and subscribe to the channel as well. But today I am using 4 different decks. Okay, so I've got the Spirit Junkie Affirmation decks. I do have a new Lenormand deck, the Jelly Bean Lenormand. As well as 2 love oracles. Okay, so we've got the Hidden Truth as well as the Ask the Angels love oracle. All right, so getting straight on into it for you today, Leo. Starting off with an affirmation for Leo. Okay, what does Leo need to know, please? Leo. Beautiful green energy card that does say, my genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. All right, so that's a very interesting energy, that one, because it does talk about, service, being of service, helping others to help yourself, to step into your purpose. So a lot of you may actually be involved in, an active search for what is my purpose in this world, helping others and being of service to yourself, to others, your loved ones, is actually going to help you find that true purpose, step into it fully. For some of you, it may even be, I'm getting drawn to like the caring industry as well. So some of you, you may actually be sort of wanting to involve yourself into a role that is a bit more, physically caring. So or like caring type role. So like a like childcare, aged care, health care, all those sorts of caring type things where you're helping others. So definitely for a lot of you, I feel that maybe partly the path that you're walking, but if that doesn't resonate, that's fine. Leave it for everyone else. Okay, what's going on for Leo, please? We'll look at your energy first, Leo. What's going on for Leo? Very interesting, Leo. Okay, so we are seeing the coffin first and foremost. So that does talk about death and then rebirth, all right? And because that's the first card, it is letting us know that something has ended, maybe recently. For some of you, I do feel as though for some of you that is pretty recent. Something has ended. You've closed the door on something. You've kind of broken away from something, ended it, completely. But we're actually seeing, with that being the first card, we're probably focusing more on current rebirth of that energy. So what happens is when we close a door to something, it's like that saying, when you close a door, God opens a window. So when you do close the lid on that coffin energy and you end something, that energy, comes back around, but in a new way, put into something new in your life. So it's, the death of a situation rebirths new situations for you. So that's the kind of energy we're starting with there. And that is directly in regard to something on an emotional level, okay? We do have the moon here. So we are looking at emotional sensitivities. So there was something that you have ended on an emotional level, okay? So the moon does talk about your intuition quite strongly as well. So you were probably very drawn to close that cycle out, to, end that thing off, whatever that was in your particular situation. But it was something probably along the lines of emotions, some sort of emotional phase of your life that you have ended. It is going to be slightly different for everyone within the collective, of course, but that new energy definitely coming through as well. We do have the rider here. So the rider is kind of, up on his horse, ready to take off and start, putting those, that good news out into the world. He does usually be the bearer of good news. So I do see that with the moon energy there. it's kind of like you're entering into this phase of a lot of luck and, a lot of positive energy just within yourself. You're kind of coming out. It kind of feels like you're coming out into the world going, look at me up on my horse. I closed off all those negative emotions and I'm moving forward in a positive, I'm just getting this horse being very like, prance, 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 in a very happy, positive kind of way, like a very, very Leo kind of way. Is that a thing? Normally you guys are the lion, right? But I'm getting a prancing horse at the moment, but coming out, going, look how good I've done. I got rid of all that negative emotion. It was a hard, like you survived, whatever it was, whatever this coffin energy was, it's kind of really giving me that vibe of you now coming out going, welcome back to the world. I'm back here in the world. Look at what I've just managed to get rid of from my life. I've closed that coffin lid, and that was like, I feel for a lot of you that was a big deal. It was like a very big emotional, heavy kind of negative thing that you've closed out that cycle, and now you're like, oh, now that's all done with. I'm going to use that energy to prance on out and start brand new, awesome stuff for myself. So it's kind of like, look, the good news is Leo's back out and about in the world. So that's lovely. I really like that energy, Leo. And I'm a Leo rising, so I totally get it. Don't worry. I sometimes think, with that Leo rising, that I feel like sometimes I'm even more like the Leo stereotype than most Leos I know. Most Leos I know aren't usually fitting into that stereotypical Leo. We all know what everyone says about our star signs, right? The stereotypical bases of star signs, right? But I feel sometimes I'm a bit more like that than actual Leos are. It's kind of like walking out through the world as though you're in the Truman Show every day. Maybe that's just me. I don't know, but I really do feel sometimes as though I am on the Truman Show. Let me know in the comments. Is that a Leo thing? Do you guys feel like that too? That that you just secretly, the Truman Show is your life. Okay, so what energy do we have coming towards Leo? Okay, what energy is headed towards Leo at this time, please? See Leo ready to enter into the world. What energy is out there for them? Okay. Why does Leo need to know about that, please? Why does Leo need to know about that? Yeah, but is that what's happening, or is that just what Leo is worried about? Okay. Okay, Leo. So starting off in a lovely energy and you ready to prance out into the world here. But there's always a but, isn't there, guys? I'm sorry. Okay, so we do have, trying to pick up cards. We do firstly have the anchor, and then the fox energy. All right, and then the ring energy. All right, so this is actually talking about a person. Okay, and we're not talking about it definitely could be like a potential relationship headed your way, but it's more actually talking about cycles. All right, so it's kind of like, I'm getting that vibe of like, this is kind of a test, Leo, of whether or not you're going to allow the cycle to continue, or if you're going to say, nope, I'm breaking the cycle and I want to start new cycles. I'm going to break this cycle, and because this is the cycle here. the anchor and the fox is the cycle that, you obviously, if it's coming through as a cycle, you've been through this cycle before, and it is coming back around. So it's kind of that energy too of, you know, same person, different skin. All right. So it's kind of like you're going to meet somebody who is, someone you've never met before, a brand new person, you've never met them before, but the way that they are is actually going to, be the exact same, or very, very similar to somebody in your past, that you've dealt with. All right. So I'm just intuitively feeling that for a lot of you, this is that coffin energy. You just got rid of it and now it's coming back around again in a new person altogether. And so it's asking you to, be aware of this, and make sure that you are sort of keeping your eye out for people's red flags, and that you're aware of the things that you will not accept. Okay, so if we've had things in the past that I do not want that same sort of stuff happening to me again, making sure we do have clear boundaries when it comes to those sorts of things, and that refusing to accept that behavior again, because otherwise we're just going to repeat that cycle. So it's letting us know too that, it's a hard thing, because sometimes that energy comes back around. Sometimes it's a test to see if you have fully, healed from the past. Other times it's because you didn't actually learn the lesson from the past, and therefore you haven't healed from that past because you didn't learn the lesson that you needed to learn from that past person. Okay, so I do kind of feel, though, for a majority of you, this is just a test, as to whether you will accept that energy again, or whether you have grown and healed from the past, and you're realizing, I'm better than that. I deserve better than that. Okay, because that's the vibe I'm getting, Leo, is that you do deserve better than this energy here to start with. This is somebody who's very I'll let you know what this sort of person is, right? Because it's somebody who's very stuck in their ways, all right, and there's something, they've probably got certain things weighing down on them. Okay, so I'm just feeling that vibe of, somebody who um talks about how the whole world's trying to drag them down, um and no one's trying to help lift them up. But at the end of the day, like, don't we all sort of know that it's up to our own selves for our own personal growth? you know, and once again, though, it's kind of reminding me with that oracle here too, that your genuine desire to serve clears the path for you to step into your true purpose. That, you may be somebody who, they may try to, this sort of person, they may try to be like, oh, help me, Leo, help me. Please help me, Leo. I need your help. And you just might be a very helper type person, and drawn to, people that you like, you want to help. Because I do feel that with this anchor here, that there's someone that's going to be like, help me, Leo. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. Can you please lift me up and carry me? Um, just that vibe I'm getting. So, and with the fox energy, though, we do see somebody who, a potential player type energy, where they just do whatever they want to do, and it, suit to their own purpose, basically. Because the fox energy, especially when I'm getting this sort of, I'm getting it through the energy more than anything. But it's the kind of person that they're only interested in serving their own needs. They're not actually, going to be reciprocal energy. They are, they'll say what they think you want to hear. They'll sell themselves really good. They'll sell themselves to you, and try to make themselves sound like they're all that, like they've got everything figured out. But they're going to also do this, and tell you all about, oh, I'm so, everything keeps pulling me down. I'm trying so hard, but everything keeps, like, I'm just getting that vibe. Like, it's I'm sorry, Leo, but if you have dealt with somebody like that, you kind of know what I'm talking about, right? But we do also have the clouds confirming why you need to know that, because it's kind of letting us know that, dealing with this person, it's going to be very heavy on your thoughts, because I'm just feeling that you're going to want to help them. That's going to be your natural instinct, is to want to help them, all right? But when I'm talking about your desire to serve, this is on a greater scale than one person. All right, it's more career related with your desire to serve, and this particular person is trying to take advantage of your desire to help others, basically. But this person will make you overthink things. You will get into a sense of, am I overthinking that? Am I looking too deep into that? You'll see a red flag, and you'll be like, am I overthinking that? And they will say whatever they think that you need to hear to cloud your judgment, all right? So that they'll put you in a state of confusion and to the point of anxiety. Possible depression comes out of that as well. And the reason that you need to know about this is, to be the ship and keep on moving. And because you're on that rider energy, you just need to keep on going. You're in a state of movement, so don't pause for energy that is just trying to hold you trapped in your own thoughts, in your own overthinking. I'm really getting that vibe of, someone who's they'll display a red flag. You will say to them, what was that? And they will say, oh, no, 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 this and this and this and this. And they'll say whatever they think they have to say to get you to be like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't really see them kiss some other girl. Or just as an example, you'll see them kiss someone, and they'll say, oh, no, 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 we were just hugging. You must have misseen. You don't know what you saw. No, no. And you'll be sitting there going, oh, maybe I didn't see that. And it's like all of a sudden you're questioning your own self, and it's like, nah, keep on moving, Leo. You don't need that. You deserve better than that energy. It's a test, all right? I do feel for majority of you, this is a test as to whether you have fully healed from this coffin energy in the start, all right? So prove to the universe that you have, and that you don't need to be dealing with that. All right, but we'll have a look at love specifically, because that could be in any type of energy. That could be like friendship type energy, that could be love energy, that could be other types of energy, that sort of person, but that's the sort of energy we're getting there from that person. All right. Okay, Leo, past, present, future love for Leo, please. Okay, and why, clarify the past energy with love for Leo, please. Clarify the past love energy for Leo. Is that is that Leo or someone else? Right, okay. All right, so in the past, we're seeing the past coming out in the past. That was clarifying what we're seeing here. I just show you the mouse because it does talk directly about the past. So it's talking about losses that you've experienced in the past with love have actually made you, because we are talking about you here, and once again I feel it's like your emotional stuff, and your the inner Leo, because in the past we do see the star card. All right, so this talks about wishes that you thought you lost, wishes that you thought you had that weren't fulfilled, and things like that. But what we're actually seeing is the desire, the wish fulfillment. You may have lost some person in love in the past, but what we've actually seen is that, or it's actually giving you this self-growth here. In the past you've had a lot of self-growth about, hang on, what is it that I do actually wish for? Because that fell through. That mouse energy fell through for some reason or another, because it wasn't actually your true desire. It wasn't actually your truest wishes. At the time, you may have thought that that was everything that you wished for, but you've now grown and matured and realized that no, your desires are much more than that. Your truest wish when it comes to love is actually a lot more than that past energy. All right. So your wishes have grown and matured since the past. So the things that you thought that you wished for in the past were you were thinking too small. You know what I mean? You were thinking way too small. But the fact that you have now actually sort of assessed that within yourself, and you have sort of taken stock of, hang on, what do I truly wish for here? We are seeing you move forward into the lily energy. So you have made some really positive changes for yourself long term. So I feel like this is just you emotionally long term. You've made some very good choices when it comes to preparing yourself for future love. This is emotional intimacy as well as long-term stuff. So these things are sort of going to bring you a lot of long-term changes within the way that you are looking for love, presenting yourself to being open for love and those sorts of things, and being very emotionally intimate with yourself about what it is that you do actually want and deserve in love as well. So I'm just going to grab some of the hidden truth to expand on that past energy there about, why did it not meet Leo's truest wishes, I suppose. Yeah. So what we've got here, Leo, is this in the past, and I do feel as though for some of you, this entire reading is all about this same energy. But for others of you, it's two separate energies, all right, with that coffin energy, and that test is definitely a separate energy. That's a new energy altogether. But this coffin energy for some of you is the same person as we're seeing in the past here as well. Um, so what we're seeing is their energy is that I hope that you can forgive me one day. So they're holding on to a lot of, like, they have a lot of guilt about something that they've done to you, Leo, in the past. They that and then I feel like this is your energy where it says I'm afraid to contact you. But the thing that keeps standing out to me is the word afraid. So for a lot of you, this is actually like there was a dynamic there where there was a lot of fear involved with being with that person, or having contact with that person sort of again. Is bringing a lot of fear in for you, Leo, because here we go. I lost myself for a little while. So this is you. Once again, I feel that that's you in that trying to serve people, trying to help people be better versions of themselves. And, it's kind of up to them to do that. But you lost yourself. You put so much into that person that you forgot all about who Leo was. And that's exactly why you're prancing out here now going, look at me, I'm me again kind of vibe. All right. So, but then in the near future, we do have the cross energy. So it's letting us know, Leo, have faith in love. There's definitely, destined love potential in the near future for you. All right. The cross does talk about strong destiny, and having faith. It is a very spiritual, religious type card. No matter what you sort of believe in, it's all about, having that faith that your truest wishes can actually come out. All right. So we've finally worked out what those truest wishes are. We've made long-term changes of what we will and will not accept with love. So that just flipped there. You're ready. So you are ready to start actually moving on toward love. Okay, so very interesting there. But where did that card come from? I just had another Lenormand card fall out of. It came out of nowhere. It was the garden, and it came out right with you're ready, and the garden is about meeting. Leo, you're ready to meet someone. All right, so you're ready to meet someone. That I don't know where that card came from. It must have been. it must have been trapped in this deck and I just didn't notice when I packed them up from the last reading. I'm sorry. There we go. It was supposed to come out like that then, because it says you're ready to meet someone, pretty much is what that says. Okay, near future for Leo with love. Wow, that was very synchronous. Yeah, look at that. Success and opportunity. All right. So definitely you're ready to meet someone. There's a lot of success and opportunities around you coming in for you in love in the near future. So it's just, I feel, a matter of passing this test, Leo. So, make sure that, if you really know now what it is that you truly desire with love, and you're not going to settle for second best, and you're not going to allow people to treat you the way they may have treated you in the past, and you know now what your truest wishes and desires and what you deserve in love is. Don't fall for those those fox people. That's just a test for you to make sure no, you're not quite right for me. I'm just going to keep on moving. I'm going to sail on by. I'm going to sail on by your energy. See you later, Mr. Fox. Okay, so it's that trickster energy. So especially too, I'm really getting drawn to let you know, Leo, that that it's coming through so strongly that I will let you know that if you are out and about, go on a date with someone and meet someone, and you actually see like fox imagery while you're with that person, that is your clue. Okay, so some of you are going to go on a date or something like that. You're going to meet someone, and 2 seconds later you're going to see a fox on like a menu, or like they're going to take you to a restaurant called Little Fox Eatery or something. Like it's coming through really strong that you are going to get actual symbol of the fox come through around that person, connected to that person. Like it may even be something random, like they might be wearing socks with a fox on it or something like that. So keep your eyes out, Leo, and let me know. That's so interesting. Let me know. All right, but thank you so much for your time today, Leo. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon.